Oh, I hate
Hey.
that. I just forget about that every single time, and I hate
Every
it.
single
and
one
welcome
time that we've
to
done it.
the MNM Podcast. I am Adam Sandler, and today we have Cameron. Say hello, Cameron.
Why?
Hello.
Why are you doing this?
Oh.
We have
Yeah.
also got Joe.
I
Joe,
hate you.
say hello.
Hello, Bryn.
And we also have the host, Bryn. Say hello, Bryn. Hello, Adam Sandler. I am Adam Sandler. I am having to go for the rest of the show to make 4 crappy Netflix movies. Bye-bye now.
I'm
Hey,
going to
Adam
watch his
Sandler.
Netflix movies.
Bro, you got the whole
meant to be
squad
quite
laughing
good.
in that one.
Shut up. So, hello, guys.
Hello.
It's been...
Been a while, actually.
It's been a while.
It's Bryn
Yeah.
a while.
Yes.
You tired, Bryn? What the fuck was that?
I haven't mentally prepared for this because I thought you guys would be later and make me wait, and then
Same. I'm not in the
hyped
right
up.
mindset to be doing this, but here we
I'm-
are.
I
I'm
feel
sure the
like I'm
ball
going
will
to be
start
ill.
rolling, and we'll start rolling
Talking?
ball.
Oh.
Yes. Should we
Have you guys
address-
been? Have you guys been?
Nice one.
That's a good answer.
Thank you. How have you been, Cameron? How's the wife? How's the missus?
They're good. I think. I haven't seen
Multiple.
Bryn,
haven't
how's
checked on
the
'em.
captives?
Not much complaints.
Yeah, how's my wife? How's my children?
Oh God.
Joe,
Bryn.
I had a dream of you in it.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
A couple of weeks.
Oh,
So
God.
I was in my bed and I was on an iPad, and then I got a pop up for like an e-girl,
Oh,
and then-
no.
and then I went to the bathroom and
If
I
you say
came
that
back,
e-girl is me, I'm gonna kill you.
and I came back, and you were there with the e-girl, and you were like, "Oh, Bryn, I got you this because I saw it was on your iPad." And I was like, "No, Joe, that was a pop ad. Why did you get that for me?"
Mandatory girlfriend gifted
and then-
to you, Bryn.
And my mum came home, and we were like, "Oh no, we got to hide the e-girl, Joe." And then we tried
What a
to throw her out the
caper.
window.
What is this? Why? Okay, so the music of this week. Let's just go past what.
No, wait,
Bryn
we have
just
to
said.
cover the controversy that this
Yes.
channel has been under.
It's
And that
Yes.
is
We've had this
Um,
for a week.
the-
How have we already? Oh yeah,
the inadequacy of
It
everyone
was. It's our
involved.
first show. It's very rookie.
You
Uh,
related Brexit to suicide.
Yeah.
I think that made the podcast last week.
That was the only thing that was good.
Fair enough. You're kind of right. Yeah.
But it was late, if you couldn't tell. But that's all our editor's fault.
We're sorry, Andy. We're sorry.
Yep.
I apologise.
And Andy, the only person that is free from any criticism in this is Craig, obviously. He doesn't wish harm on anyone.
Craig, is,
good.
Craig is Craig. Craig, we love you. Please don't kill us.
Yeah.
Now with the
Craig.
controversy out the way.
Yeah, and I also kept using people's full names.
Oh yeah.
But that's just a Brynism.
That's a. Yes, that was my faulty. And at one point, I did say someone's where they lived.
Oh yeah.
Where
Vaguely.
everyone lived.
Well, yeah,
Scatman's
'cause we-
world.
Oh my god. Damn Daniel from Scatman's
But
World.
that. Okay, we also need to. That damn Daniel is. None of us are involved
No,
in that. We
didn't.
all
That was-
hated it.
That was
Aussie.
that was Aussie. We
Yeah.
weren't
Ozzy also put in the wrong clip of Boris.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The wrong clip.
We were talking
It was-
about Boris tackling someone in rugby. Aussie.
And he just
you just
like
gets a
accidentally
football
tapped
clip.
a child.
Yeah, it wasn't as brutal as the one we were.
In the one we
Yeah.
were talking about.
In the one we were
Boris
talking about, he got
full-on
out a
pelts
knife
him.
and just chased this kid down. But no, couldn't find
He
that
kept
one apparently.
getting his angry brother Arno to
Yeah.
give him money. Spoiler alerts.
Spoilers. So now we're going to give him the chance to put in the right Boris clip. Here.
Right now.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is where it's going to be.
Okay. Now.
Let's all
Right here.
let's all pretend to
Oh.
react to it as well.
Yeah.
Whoa,
okay.
look at that crazy
That was
Boris.
crazy.
Look at that
I'm
whiff
glad
laugh
we left.
moment.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong Boris clip again.
Ah, damn it. That's
Ozzy, if you can get a recording of Boris playing whiff waff,
or
you'll
just
be
talking about
forgiven.
Whiff Waff.
Yeah, any
Just do
conversation,
anything.
anything to do with Whiff Waff, you're
Yeah.
Ozzy, can you
instantly
get
forgiven for
can you
any
get
crime.
a video of Boris reacting to my metaphor about Brexit from last week?
You say, yeah. Can you use the autocomplete interview?
I wish
Hey
this
Ozzy,
metaphor was blue.
can you also put right here in the video the meaning of life? Because it's not that hard to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've asked enough of him.
Can you
Ozzy,
put
can you find me a
Newton's
girlfriend?
third law of
Can you make Bryn
aerodynamics
funny?
right here, Ozzy? Right here, right this second. And if
Yeah.
you're wrong, I'm backhanding you with a fucking skillet.
Yeah, and you won't be allowed on the podcast. So
Stupid
Yeah.
boy.
chop chop. Anywho,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first.
why are we
first-
here, Bryn?
Why are we here?
Why
We
have you
are
let us out your
here.
basement?
Help.
This is the weekly time I let you out of my basement, guys.
Why is Adam Sandler
Yeah.
strangling a chicken? That's the most important part.
For those who don't know, I post the thumbnails in the group chat beforehand, so we can look at it and sort of get an idea of what the vibe is as we do the podcast.
Look at Adam Sandler's sausage fingers.
Sausage thing.
Hmm.
But we'll get to Sandler. We have more important topics at hand.
More important being Mother by Touch Up. Fuck! I mean,
Yes.
Chicken.
Touch Up.
Chicken Run.
Touch
Chicken
Mother
Run.
by
Chicken
Mother
Run by Mother.
Up
Yeah.
by Touch Mother.
Now, Bryn, I have a gripe with this album. This album doesn't. This album has nothing to do with touching up. I have
Oh,
to
that's
do
a
it.
shame.
Bryn, what does this album have to do with chickens?
Yeah, there was nothing about chickens.
How to
Well-
hatch chickens? How to skin 'em,
Uh,
how to fry
I swear there
'em.
was some sort of mention of chickens. Let me check my notes.
There
Um,
was.
I
I'll
gave
be
up
honest with
halfway
you.
through
Yeah.
it taking notes.
Yeah, I was about to say I haven't made any notes. I started listening to it this morning. Listened to the first 4 songs, and then every other song I just skimmed through.
I got too scared after Oh Anna. I didn't want to comment on any of them because that one's like, edgy, and I didn't want to put my opinion. I do have some really great opinions on the first song of the album, though.
I have some sort of things to say, so I'm not like completely useless in this segment. Hopefully.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry.
I
So
was
you have
already
actually listened to
useless.
the album?
Yeah, we've listened to it.
I've listened to
Yeah.
it all, and it angered me.
That's fair.
I
Joe
have to
first.
say, I'm going to say this. It's a very Bryn thing, like,
Yeah.
I'll give it that
because the first thing I wanted to do was try and pin down the genre,
and kill it.
it's such a destroy it for all time. But it's a very like, there's not any like pinpoint genre. There's not any like specific one.
Yeah. That's kind of why I
Ish.
picked it as my first album, is because like it sort of establishes my personality. It's because I could have picked like a thing I knew you guys might have liked, or like maybe the audience would have gone like,
Appreciated, but
Guy's
no,
got- this
he
guy's
doesn't
got
do
good
it for the
taste.
fans.
no. This
Because
is
there aren't
the,
any.
this is
Smart.
the Greasy Strangler of bands.
Oh,
It-
please do not
That's a
recommend
pretty
that,
good
Bill.
analogy.
I'm not. Yeah.
Actually, you can, because I'll just say what I remember. I didn't watch Joker again. I just remember.
No, yeah, nor did I.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Isaac said if he came on, he'd recommend Greasy Strangler.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Um,
Isaac is not coming on this then,
And I'd recommend Cyanide.
because I just don't want to watch Greasy Strangler.
Fair enough.
There's one good scene if you're really drunk. The rest are all
What the fuck does that mean?
If you've drank half a glass of absinthe, then it starts
That
to
wasn't
become
me.
semi-good.
legally. I didn't do
Why?
any of that.
Why would it be good?
I'm- I mean, bleep, redacted.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, spoilers.
Joe's a good. Yeah.
Mother.
This accidentally become a Grease Strangler review.
We'll
Okay,
get to
so
that. We'll get to that.
I mean,
Mother,
Mother,
Mother.
100 subscriber special.
Um, I-
So, guys, we did it. So,
I read a review, like, as I was trying to find fun facts, but it's less. Mother's less popular to sort of like find facts
I
about.
couldn't find any reviews of any of their stuff.
I found one, and the guy just said, just start listening from like train of thought, basically, because the beginning is just crap. It's basically half of the video.
I
And
stopped
yeah.
listening at Train of Thought.
oh, you idiot! That's when it
The
starts
best,
to get good.
no, I enjoyed 10 seconds of this album until they started singing. And that was a song
Oh my
TikTok.
god.
Not to be mistaken by TikTok by Kesha. Although
TikTok, the app.
that is a good. But
He's
no,
saying
that one starts off fun.
Will Ferrell.
The first song is really deep. Some people would say it's a little
It's a bit
cheesy.
dirty.
I'd say
It's a bit
it's
of a
pretty
dirty
smart.
song.
yeah.
Dirty Town. That's the one I get most confused on because
There were
'cause
no
I used to-
genius annotations on that one.
because one, yeah, I know. I felt that too.
Are there any genius annotations on any of the songs?
Oh, there
'Cause
was Angry Sea. They highlighted the first chorus, and that literally the only thing it said is "I don't know."
oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's yeah. Because I used to really like the Dirty Town song because like I related to it because you've been
It's
where
a
I
bit
live,
catchy.
Cameron.
Bit
Yeah,
of
it's a bit
a
catchy.
shithole.
And
I've
I
been-
felt- You've been through where I've lived, and yeah, I always felt like, oh yeah, I kind of want to move somewhere that isn't a dirty town. But then I
yours
listened to
is
the song,
actually a dirty
and-
town.
yeah, it's a town where it had potential. Like when I was listening to like looking at the lyrics of the song, I realised it's about moving from a dirty town into an actual town that's just sort of like still dirty, but like dirty because it's like he's gone to a farmyard. Yeah,
Well,
the country to find.
I
He's talking
put-
about dirt as in sort of like fertile crops.
There are some really great rhymes in this. Like a 5-year-old could come up with them, and that's pretty good.
I like.
Uh,
I'm gonna be like unironic for once. I know. I really like the rhythm. Or I'm a music student. I should know the words for this, but like the shebang of it, like
Shebang. That is the
literally you hear it in the first seconds of Dirty Town. It's like the sentence
Joe.
Dirty Town is like repeated, but like the second time they sing it, the final note or the final syllable of that sentence goes to the beginning of the next bar. So it just makes it. I mean, I know it's not a very noticeable thing, but coming from a lot of my music have like hooks that are just the same line over and over again, and it's like no difference. And I think that's a really good way to make it more.
I'll give it this. It's definitely got personality.
That's
I can at
what
least
I'm trying to
get a
say.
sense of what people would enjoy about it, whereas there's certain albums that are just bad. But this one has
It has
personality.
It has its shaboish. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's going to be my
It's-
word of the week. Shaboish.
Shaboice. Oh yeah,
Last
I
week
forgot
was
that's a
war.
segment.
This week is shaboish.
Are they ever going to be words, Joe?
No, they're not.
Joe doesn't know words.
Clearly.
Yeah. I like how sort of inventive they are. And they usually, and yeah. They've got good themes to it. Do you want to know why this album was called Touch Up?
Yes,
I'm
I do.
intrigued.
Well,
Anything
it was
to do
originally,
with chickens?
yeah, they used to
Touching up
touch up a
your
load of
chickens
chickens
by
before
Mother
doing
Mother.
every song. No. The reason why is because it was initially called before it was wide
Touchdown.
released. No, it was a self-titled album called Mother Mother,
Mm.
and the chicken
Oh,
only had 3
God.
heads in it.
4 mothers. Jesus Christ.
So
Mother,
Mother
Mother,
Mother Mother Mother.
Why did you say 5?
No, the chicken had in the first album that they didn't release, where it had 2 less songs, had only 3 heads of a chicken, and then Touch Up, which was a touched up version of that album, had 5-headed chicken on that album cover, and
Okay.
then there's also a song that's sort of about sort of like sort of makeup and sort of accepting your flaws and insecurities and whatnot.
Juicy. That's very. It's a very. I've got a question for you, Bryn. I've got a good question. I think
Okay.
at least it's a good question. I want to know how, because you guys were saying that there's like little to no reviews on any albums. Genius barely does anything about them. And I just want to know how did you find Mother Mother? What corner of the world did you go to find this very Bryn kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, where did you go and how did you get back alive?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Okay. I think when I was young, my mum sort of via a radio show, she told me, like sort of when you're 14 or 15, the music taste you listen to sort of dictates sort of the music taste sort of that sort of goes throughout your entire life. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna try and make my music taste as broad as possible. So I tried to listen to country, sort of rap,
country and rap
and rock. You know, I tried to keep it broad, but then I also tried to discover weeklies, which you sort of get on Spotify playlists.
Oh yeah.
And there's this one song where I think it was Infinitesimal in their album The Sticks, which I just used to love, and then I just started listening to albums, and I just kept seeing the covers, and the covers, they're really artistic, I found.
Yeah, I saw that as well. The covers are very juicy.
And I just have a great experience every time I sort of listen to them.
Just nostalgia, pretty much.
Yeah, I think,
but not like clouded too much. You still enjoy the songs. It's not like nostalgia is like you go back to it and it's like not as good as you remember.
Yeah, that is the thing. And yeah, I think it's just music taste is very, very subjective. It's not like movies where it's like you can sort of critically sort of break down how a movie is flawed. Like a song, if it got a song sort of, if you just like it, like as much as I want to hate 21 Pilots, like there's still songs that from when I loved it, I just still like.
Bro, that's edgy.
Yeah, and the problem, I think the problem I've always had with this album or this band is that I felt like, because I started liking them when I was into like Panic! At the Disco and sort of 21 Pilots, and those two I sort of just like left behind and realized I didn't like them. But this one has always stuck with me, and I've always sort of in the back of my head has always been like, this is just as crap. This is just as sort of edgy, not sort of proper whatever. But I think I've gone through it, and I think, you know, it's not unusual for bands to like sort of talk about emotion and sort of insecurities. I think it's
actually. I've never really listened to that type of music.
No, yeah.
Well, when I first listened to this album, I did, even though they're very different, I did pick up like sort of that angsty teenage vibe.
Yeah.
What they like from those sorts of bands. Sort of this is more like for a quirky teen sort of thing. So it's the same concept, but obviously very different genre-wise. But it covers the same sort of emotions, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I feel it's a lot more inventive than like sort of Panic! At the Disco and 21 Pilots.
Maybe rhythmically, but I'd say that the lyrics, for the most part, are quite shallow.
Yeah, I didn't really pick up on.
They're quite broad, like
lyrics.
Angry Sea. There's the whole like, oh, I don't want a disease, but they never actually say what it is. So people can obviously put what they can project their own thoughts on what it can be, but there isn't actually a proper meaning. There's nothing to actually take from it. So they're putting all the effort onto the listener, which I like. You can have subjective opinions on what a song means, but you can't find meaning where there isn't actually any meaning. Yeah,
because the song verbatim, I think at the time, like I kept trying. I still like when I first heard it, I just didn't understand what the word verbatim meant.
Yeah,
and the song's actual meaning is so just like sort of mixed, and it just didn't help me learning.
The song I cringe to the most is Verbatim.
Yeah,
I don't even remember that. Most of the album I just completely forgot.
I can't
just became one big blur.
Yeah,
apart from TikTok because I jumped out for the first 5 seconds. Yeah. Friend of the show and enemy of the show.
I liked Ball Cap on rewatch. I think that was the most. re-listen.
You're a schmuck.
Because I think that's still, I think that was better in sort of going deeper into. I felt because it's sort of like sort of the ball cap is sort of like a baseball cap that sort of like hides his insecurities, and then he sort of falls in love with a woman who wears like big dresses to hide her weight, and there's sort of like a story going on with that. And it's sort of like they're both having to sort of, and there's Oh Anna, which is about anorexia, and there's Touch Up. Like those songs, I feel like they have sincerity behind them.
Yeah, I mean they mean something.
Yeah,
a few of them are just like oh Polynesia, it's just about the sea.
Yeah.
But there's no.
Did you see the Genius notes on that, where it was just like it's about travelers
that means sea,
going on
and
the
that
sea?
means a different sea. That was the only thing, but it doesn't say why or like any reason. It's just like I like traveling, I like sea, I like boats. But at least with some of the others, they have reason to exist. I guess there's meaning behind the lyrics.
Yeah. Did you see the notes for Little Hands?
No, I didn't get that far.
It's about a dead baby.
Yeah, Little Hands.
I didn't.
I never
pick up
noticed
on
that.
From the lyric. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
dead babies.
And it's.
But then is that official? Because a lot of people just make stuff up.
If you look at the lyrics, I
guess it kind of makes sense.
It's just a game.
Yeah.
It's like. But yeah, it's like one of their songs where it's just sort of like them sort of like being really slow and just sort of like we can't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Bit gay.
Yeah, I always find there's a couple of hits and misses, but sometimes there's like in their albums I usually find there's like one song that just hits me. Like It's Alright in It's Alright the song in I think Devil's Baby. There's like a baby doll something on the album cover. I think their newest album, Dance and Cry, I really like. Because the reason why I started re-listening to all the Mother Marble albums was because I think Steven was like, I tried to listen to one album and I liked a couple songs. I was like, but I don't want to listen to another album again. So I was like, I'll try to go through them and send you the 5 best songs I can hear them. So I sort of just been having a good time just re-listening to all the albums again. And I sort of wanted this opportunity to sort of go into a deeper analysis of this. So guys, Cameron, what would you rate this album out of 5 stars?
I'm gonna be generous and give it a 1.
Generous 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I really did enjoy that 10-second bit where I forgot what I was listening to, and it was just properly like catchy. Yeah.
Fair enough. Again, it sort of reinforces the idea of it's the greasy strangler of music. It's
at least in this I can
it's
find
very
that,
Bryn, but it's not. Yeah.
There's an attempt. Whereas Greasy Strangler I have issues with for different reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, this I accept it as an artistic expression.
Joseph, your rating?
Oh shit. 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because I really liked how they would play with their words. But it's difficult, I think, because it's not my type of music. Then again, it isn't very like a exact type of music. But then again, like try listening to it from someone with my perspective. I like the way they, speak their words. I mean, sing. That's the word I'm looking for. But I like how that whenever you like skip to the next song, it's never going to be like exactly the same as the one before, which I feel like a lot of musicians, or just anything to do with music in general, fall into that at some point. It's just repetition. I didn't feel that with this album, which is why it's a 2. So yeah, Good
I-
mother touch up.
I appreciate that you guys at least gave it a fair chance and sort of gave it a listen. I know it's not neither of your taste in music. I just sort of wanted to get out of the way and sort of as my first album. But I'm and I would give it a 3.5 stars. I don't think it's one of the best Mother albums, but I think it's still the type of music I like from the people I like.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nostalgic for me. So
Yeah. What do you
Alright.
think would be your favourite Mother album then? Not that I'd know it, but just so
Yeah.
that everyone else knows.
For the listeners.
let me.
For Andy. Sorry, Andy, I forgot your name.
It's hard. I'd probably say Styx is sort of a classic, but I'd probably say Dance and Cry.
Yes. Oh, yes, my favourite
Bryn
one.
motto.
The one that you just mentioned.
Yeah,
Okay, what's next segment?
that's
Well,
yours.
I have to
Oh,
recommend.
shit,
I
it's
have to
mine.
recommend. I have to recommend.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yes,
you
of
have to
course.
recommend.
We always keep forgetting this.
I'm a
I
stupid
always
Cameron.
forget Cameron.
I'm sorry.
This was a tricky one because I'm not. I like music, but I don't really have an album that personifies me.
Yeah.
So and I do have ideas for the future, but I may as well start off with something that at least tries
Me and
to.
Joe have very distinctive
personify me.
tastes, but you've
Yeah.
got yeah.
I've
Go
got a
ahead.
range.
Yeah.
It's Costello Music by the Fratellis. It's the only
Ooh.
album I actually knew the name of before I actually started listening properly to music. So I guess that's a
Costello?
new thing. Costello. I'll put it in
Hello.
the group, and then it'll be in the.
Castello.
What's it
Oh, I
called?
know this album.
Jesus, Bryn.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
just looked at it. I didn't know the name of the album, but yeah.
Oh, that's
I've
scared.
done
Bryn, your microphone just went so fucking loud for me.
Yeah,
I'm so
that was
sorry.
loud.
Oh, that scared the shit
I
out of
turned
me.
it up because Joe's a little quiet still, but Bryn's
Hey!
Bryn's
Oh.
a big voice.
I think I had the microphone too far away from my mouth. So,
Yeah.
Costello Music, I'm going to give that a watermelon.
I've just downloaded. I'll listen to this
Great.
week.
Okay.
I'll probably do
Uh,
that before, like,
There's
2 hours before the
I wouldn't say
podcast next week.
I like the album, but there's a few really good songs on there, and then there's a few that I don't really care to listen to.
Yeah,
We'll
Whenever
see
there's-
what you guys
yeah.
think,
Yeah,
exactly.
hopefully
I look forward to it.
very juicy.
because I do have some
Okay.
ideas in the future, but they're a big project.
Mm.
May as well start off simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next segment. Is
Next segment. It's Joe with the news.
It's okay. So, as you all know, the Oscars happened yesterday.
Yay!
Shut
Yes.
up. Just kidding. So, the only one I know about, the ones that I know won were Parasite and Wacky Phoenix for Joker.
What's your
Jojo
guys'
Rabbit
predictions?
One.
I don't know.
My prediction is Eminem made people uncomfortable for some
Oh
reason.
yeah.
What, the
He
podcast?
performed.
Yeah. We made everyone uncomfortable when we showed up.
It's like, who's these guys?
MNM Podcast.
Yeah. Star of Shark Tale, Martin Scorsese fell asleep.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He fell asleep right before the Brexit bit.
Now the good thing, the only good thing that to come out of the Oscars ever is James Corden and Rebel Wilson dressing up as cats.
Oh yeah, I saw
That
that.
happened? I did not see
Yeah.
that.
I'll send an
Wow.
image.
Oh god.
But yeah, it was because they were hosting Best Visual Effects, and we all know that Cats won, obviously.
Oh.
No, what
At
actually
least they were-
won? 1917. I don't
haven't-
really care.
The only I'm
That
gonna
had visual
go
effects?
through-
I,
Yeah,
yeah,
every fucking
guess so.
movie has visual effects.
It had practical effects, didn't it?
Yeah, a bit of
they
both.
can have both. Yeah.
I think
I keep-
Irishman should have won that.
Hold on. Wait,
Kinda. I don't
The
know.
guy who made Parasite, Bong Joon.
Bong. He has a
Oh.
long name.
Bong Joon-ho. Me and my parents are trying to figure out how to say his name.
Bong Joon.
Bong.
Bing Bong, June, July, and then Ho Ho Ho. That's how we were.
I'm happy.
Trying to remember
I'm happy they won. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm so happy.
That's the only reason I realized. Like the only reason I
so
found
I'm
out.
gonna work.
Oh,
Click that.
oh god, it's okay. Yeah, because the only reason I found out, it just sent me to like an open page with the link again.
Great.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah,
Why? Okay.
I haven't seen it. Joe, I know you've seen it, Bryn, and
I loved
Joe,
it.
I assume you haven't.
Wait,
but-
yeah, no, I haven't seen
I'm
Parasite.
happy. I'm happy. I'm glad Joker didn't win.
I'm glad that Endgame wasn't nominated for Best Picture. That's all I care about.
I think it should. I'm not saying it should have, but it'd be nice if it won Best Visual Effects, just because there's been some good ones.
I don't even like the visual effects in Endgame. I thought they were kind of shit.
Well, I'd like to see you do better. That's
Well,
everyone's response.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Great. Cut that out. Cut it out.
No, bass boost it.
Boost it.
I feel like the best visual effects kind of had the shittiest lineup.
I don't think that 1917 should have won it.
Yeah, but
I'd say Irishman probably would have been the best bet.
Out of The Lion King, Endgame, and Star Wars. I mean,
yeah, they're also dull.
I mean, they're all very
least-
heavily dependent on visual effects, but
At least I'm happy that Disney didn't win that because
yeah.
Disney
Oh
bad.
god, yeah, 3 of them are Disney movies. That's
What
disgusting.
about the nominees and winners list?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what did you guys think about best costume design? No one cares about
I
that.
have no
I'll
clue
just
what
go.
that
I'll
is.
just go to supporting actors,
shame.
directors, and whatnot.
Okay.
Best original screenplay, Jojo Rabbit. I'd say that's well deserved, even though I haven't seen it.
Yes, I would say that is well deserved as well.
Yeah.
Can I just say about Parasite? If it's on Netflix, I think we should do it on the. But I think
Yeah, I will watch it when I can, obviously.
But yeah, I think. Well, firstly, I think it's best to go in it with as little information as possible. But I think there's only 2 movies I would describe as perfect, and that's one of them. The other's
Jesus.
Groundhog Days.
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 Groundhog
The only
Days.
problem with the film is that it's only 1 day and not 2 days. Hey, Roger Deakins won again. That's quite nice.
So best director. Let's go from best director.
Yeah.
Best director.
Who?
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
So he won,
Yeah.
and he was this year. By the way, this year has been great for films. I think.
I feel like that is also very true.
Like for best picture, there was like 3 I wouldn't have minded if they won.
I'd be happy with most. Ford v Ferrari doesn't really deserve it. Joker doesn't really deserve it. The Irishman
1917.
way overrated.
Yes.
1917.
Personally.
Jojo Rabbit, 1917. I feel Marriage Story as well.
Marriage
I haven't even
Story's
seen
good.
it, but it's already
Marriage
made me
Story's-
cry.
Yeah.
I think that was my
I can't
Marriage
cry.
Story.
My
That
mum's
was
like,
before I
I'm
saw
going to disown
Parasite.
you if you don't cry at Jojo Rabbit, but I don't think I will. I find it sad.
I
don't
almost
think I'll
cried
cry.
at Jojo Rabbit. It's a very.
It hit me, but I don't. Yeah.
Did you
so
almost
yeah.
cry during Jojo
Yeah.
Rabbit?
Uh,
What do you mean no.
We'll cover
I-
that one.
It was a sad movie. Sorry,
Don't
guys,
spoil
I have
it.
schizophrenia.
So yeah, best director, he was competing against Quentin Tarantino, Todd Phillips. I'd have been so annoyed if Todd Phillips won.
Todd Phillips, no.
Yeah, it was a Joaquin Phoenix movie. Scorsese and Sam Mendes.
Scorsese
we
just
went
did the same
against-
stuff.
Fairly big thing.
Sam
people
Mendes could have gotten it.
I think the problem with Scorsese and Tarantino's movie, they were allowed to indulge themselves way too much in their movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There was certain scenes you could have just cut from there and just made it shorter and more story.
I haven't actually seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I haven't. I want to, but
Yeah, same. I
haven't had the
really want to.
opportunity.
It's very stunning directing wise. I wouldn't mind if he won for director, but I
Bryn,
don't
is it
think
you or Rozzy that has it?
has what
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
on DVD. No,
Oh, okay.
probably was them.
wanna watch it.
Yeah, because one of you got it for Christmas, so it must have been Aussie.
Yeah,
Because it's not going to be.
Did you guys hear
anyone else.
Bong's acceptance speech?
No.
He was
I-
very nice about it. He was like
He seems like a
he's-
lovely dude.
he did the
Edgar
Joaquin
Wright
Phoenix.
loves it.
Yeah, I know. Joaquin Phoenix he did the sort of Joaquin Phoenix thing where he sort of talks about how great the other guys were.
Yeah.
Like how Tarantino sort of supported like
That's just
foreign
like-
films when
It's a
he
good
was
way
young.
to kind of.
I
If you
felt
didn't have something
kinda-
to say, then that's a good thing to like do. I think.
What was that?
So
If
to
you
like,
don't, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
If you don't
speak.
have anything to say. Sorry. No.
Yeah, we're both saying the same thing, anyways.
Yeah. I felt sorry for Taika because he didn't really
he didn't
know
even
what
get
to
a
say for his
nomination.
acceptance speech.
Like, which
I
one was
didn't see
that
it.
for?
Best adapted screenplay, he won.
What
and
did
then
he-
he was like, basically, he was like, "Oh, thank you to my someone, wife, maybe." And then it's like, "And thank you to all the producers and everyone else that I haven't named. You don't need thanking, because I can't remember all your names." And also something about, oh, he thanked his mother for giving him the book. And then off stage, he was like, after at the post-show press conference, he was a little embarrassed, but he's a good dude. He deserved it, I'd say.
He mean well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you guys think
Yeah.
about Joker winning Best Original Music Score?
I thought the score was one of the best things about the film.
yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
not against that. I mean,
It's
at
Star
least-
Wars. It was like Star Wars should have won. No, fuck off.
Yeah, I just saw that as well because I'm looking through him now and I just saw John Williams out the corner of my eye and I was like, wait, why didn't he
Yeah.
win? And I saw it was Joker and I was like, yeah, that's fair enough actually.
Joker was good, and it was something new. Whereas Star Wars is just the same as the original films.
It's the
but
same motif.
sounds nicer. Yeah. And I can't speak about. I can't.
Overall,
Marriage
though-
Stories was good. I just can't remember anything about the music really.
It kind of makes sense. Laura Dern, one of the best supporting actress.
Yeah, she was fun. She was fun.
It's a bit
in the
annoying.
film.
Scarlett Johansson was nominated for both supporting and best, but didn't win either.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Judy, but she was so great in Marriage Story. I think she should have won Best Actress.
Well,
Well,
I don't know.
I would have
I'm
liked it.
extremely underqualified to talk about these movies. I just realised that.
Yeah,
the only
most
ones
of
I've
us
seen
are.
are Joker and Jojo Rabbit.
We could do Marriage Story at some point if we.
Yeah,
want, but
I don't know.
Yeah, one day maybe.
Hold your horses.
Brad
It's on my
Pitt.
list.
I don't. I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but he seems like a nice dude.
I
I'd
feel
give
like
it to him on
Brad
that.
Pitt's a
Brad
very
Pitt.
decent.
Yeah, he should.
Sure.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I thought Joe Pesci was going to win because he retired from acting and they brought him back for this, so everyone would be like, "Oh, I guess we should give it to him." But his performance was decent, but it wasn't like
Which one's that one?
anything special.
Irishman.
The
There's
Irishman.
two Irishmen supporting actors.
Yeah, Al
Oh,
Pacino.
Jesus.
Once again, he didn't do anything that crazy, so
Exactly,
I'm glad he
yeah.
didn't win.
Although
I'm glad
Brad Pitt
no
was
one
just-
cared about the Irishman.
Brad Pitt just had chill vibes throughout that movie.
Yeah, he was just himself, as he said in his Golden Globes. Like, it's a guy who's always high, doesn't really
Yeah.
care that much, and hates his wife.
Yeah,
So, exactly like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that's-
oh yeah, that's what
yeah.
he did there. Yeah.
Nice to see that Leonardo
Joaquin Phoenix
DiCaprio got
deserved
another
it.
nomination.
Oh, definitely. I think.
Joaquin Phoenix deserved it, but they were all good. They were all good.
I think. If,
They were all good people.
yeah, if
and
it was
actors.
if it was between Adam Driver and Leonardo DiCaprio, I think
I'd
Adam
give it
Driver.
to Adam Driver.
Adam
I think
Driver,
he
yeah,
deserves
well,
it more.
Adam Driver was great in Marriage
But-
Story because it was just like
From the clips I've seen, at least.
yeah, that story where he's just like sputtering and he's just like, I wish you were dead.
Oh yeah, that's the bit that. Oh,
But I
that
do
makes me
think-
sad.
I do think that Sandler at least deserved a nomination.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good old Adam.
Well,
yeah,
again,
obviously for Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh God. Oh
Very
my
good.
God.
A film that didn't
Yeah.
come out last year, but who cares?
And best picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It may, yeah.
I saw one,
I've heard
two,
really good
three,
things about it.
five, six. I saw
One,
6 of
two.
the
3, 4.
6
I've
of
seen
the
4.
9.
I
I'm
know
just
I won't
glad.
care.
I really enjoyed even though I've only seen 2 of the movies, I think that it's from what I've heard and what I've seen that they're all very good movies. It's a very
Yeah,
good
good
lineup.
year.
I don't think I'd really care for Little Woman,
Same.
1917, or Ford v Ferrari, so I'm happy. I don't care that I haven't seen them, so I just need to watch Once
Yeah.
Upon a Time and JoJo. And Parasite, obviously.
I've just seen Ladybird the other day, which is the same director as Little Women.
Yeah,
And,
How was that?
I'd also just seen Booksmart like a week before, and it's basically just like a more mature like version of Booksmart.
What's Booksmart?
It's a
Smart book.
little wild. It's got the same fat girl in it as little Ladybug, but I like Ladybug. It was very sort of like it sort of had the marriage story kind of feel of like I'm feeling for both sides of these characters of a mother-daughter relationship where it's like
Yeah.
everyone can relate to it even if you're not even going through that struggle.
Speaking of mothers, I do want to watch the guy that directed what's it called? Parasite. He's done a film called Mother, which is also apparently really good. So I want to watch that as well.
Yeah.
I want to get into more foreign.
What
films.
is Parasite about?
Middle
Best-
class.
It's
something.
about social class, but I think it's best that you know as little about it as possible. Going.
Yeah.
It's about a kid who sort of tutors sort of like a rich family's child, and things go on from there.
This house was CG, at least the second floor, which is weird.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah,
I just saw that today. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to like architect. He got like architects because he planned it all out in the script, and like the architect was just getting pissed off at him because he's like trying to like make an architect of a building that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, what seemed to make no sense.
Final, probably best animated feature, Toy Story 4 one. I don't think it's really that deserved.
Didn't have
seen
many
any
good
of the others.
competition.
I haven't seen Toy Story 4, but I don't think.
I don't
It's-
know. I don't. I feel like
I don't-
animated-wise, there weren't very many just big ones.
No, but Toy Story 4 doesn't. The story's, same old. But the animation's the same, so it just looks a little better. They don't try anything new. Whereas Missing Link and Claws and probably I Lost My Body, although they all seem a little more actually
Trying.
good animated films, whereas this is just like, oh, it's Pixar, they all look the same.
I Lost My Body's on Netflix. That's decent.
I'm never gonna watch it, so
No, yeah, same.
Yeah, that's always been sort of like a weird category because sometimes it's like they're competing against real animation movies versus like just the most generic Disney thing, just because that's like the only other Disney thing.
Disney owns the channel that airs the Oscars, so while I'm not saying that they're linked, there is definitely a bias in the Academy to appease them.
You know what's outrageous?
Eminem.
Mother's touch up.
That too. But best foreign language movie, Parasite winner. What? I can't believe that.
I find that so stupid. I think if it's nominated for Best Picture, it can't be nominated for Best Foreign Film, because what's the point in nominating anyone else? If it's met the brackets for Best Picture, then it's obviously going to win Best Foreign Film no matter what.
It's implied. Yeah.
Unless all of the Best Foreign Films are also Best Picture. Although I haven't heard anything about any of these, whereas Parasite I know about. Les Miserables, who cares?
No one knows that. Nobody gives a shit.
But no, it's a bit stupid. I don't think they were like, oh, I think we're going to win this, guys. Unless the pick for Best Picture foreign film wise is so hated by the Academy, it's just going to win. Doesn't matter what. But
I think though,
doesn't change
overall,
anything.
I think that most of them at least, I feel were very kind of deserving.
Yeah.
Deserving. I think Joaquin Phoenix deserved Best Actor. Brad
There
Pitt
were
seems
some
like
good
a fair
films,
enough guy.
good performances. It
I
was a
have
good
no
year.
clue who Renee Zellweger is.
Yeah.
She's in the best animated film, Shark Tale.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
Oh, and that, but Shark Tale. Martin Scorsese predicted.
The thing I liked about this year's Oscars, well, firstly, I wasn't upset by like any of the choices, but then also like this year it doesn't feel like I think one of the previous years it was like, oh, like the Academy was overcompensating for not having any black films, so they were trying to push Black Panther in.
That was last year. There was a lot. But
every year seemed reactionary to the other one. Like, no one like Jimmy Kimmel. They were having bad ratings.
I want a host again.
Yeah, there was no host. They
that.
didn't. They sort of they were taking away sort of real movies, and they weren't addressing them like Good Times. But yeah, this year it didn't feel like there was a controversy. The movies, there were so many good movies.
Two
It
things.
was just like,
no,
finish
one
this.
thing. Yeah.
But yeah, all these none of these movies really seem like clickbait. No, I mean Oscar bait.
Clickbait.
Like
No,
they all seem
they all
like they were trying to do their thing. Yeah,
Yeah. They're
Like
not just
Parasite, I
trying
don't
to
think-
appease it.
it's a foreign movie. It was like almost like they knew they. It was almost they had the feeling like we're a foreign film before we're not going to get it, but we'll just try to make a good movie. Joker was just trying to be like a superhero movie that wasn't sort of basic, then was elevated by Joaquin. So time Irishman, that just sort of seems like directors sort of trying to indulge themselves into what they love. And Jojo Rabbit just seemed like trying to do a broad indie movie.
Yeah, that he's been that was on the blacklist since 2012, so that's been in the works for ages.
Yeah,
So
and
it
Marriage
wasn't
Story
like-
it's just brilliant. And I mean, it's no Baumbach's sort of like, yeah, because I watched Squid and the Whale, and Squid and the Whale, it's like a lot more basic. It's like a basic Marriage Story, because it's like in Marriage Story you really do get to feel like understand everyone's side, and sort of you understand there's good parts and good elements to the relationship, and
Yeah. Two things. One's a good thing. They got some actual, musicians that I know this time. They got Elton John, Billie Eilish, and
Wait, which one's this?
Eminem. Because they always have these performers, but it's never anyone that I know. But
Oh, yeah.
what do you guys think about? There was a bit of controversy, not like big. No one really cares, but this has been sort of a controversy with the Oscars for a while. What do you think if they started doing best like stunt performance or best stunt performers? Because obviously they put their lives at risk every film to make
Yes,
what you're
that
watching
should
engaging,
be.
but they just get ignored.
That definitely should be a category, because
Because
it's
yeah.
not only do they put their lives on the line to make it more believable, they have to make it more believable.
Yeah.
So like
you
having
probably have two. You could have best
Yeah.
stunt performer and best stunt performance. So then you can have like, oh, cool, like Fast and Furious, all the films that won't really get Oscar, but they have elements that are admirable.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think
Yeah.
that should become an actual.
But they're just
category.
ignored, really. They don't.
Yeah, that's a good
Absolutely
point.
clumped.
I'm behind that. All the actors, because they're really good friends with their stunt performers, obviously. But yeah, it's just something that they've been really slow to adopt, and I think they deserve at least some respect from the Academy.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a good point. They should probably introduce that.
Yes, I do agree.
What would you go? Okay, Cameron, what would you rate the Oscars?
Well, my favorite director won an Oscar, not for directing, but for writing. So I'm happy. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 because there are a few things I disagree with, but
Yeah.
most of all,
I
it
think
was
I'd agree on the same one as well.
deserved.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah,
Most of the
it's
wins were
unupsetting.
fair. Most of the nominations were fair. There was
Yeah.
just like one or two in each category. It's kind of like, why the fuck are you there?
Mm.
And then there was the Parasite winning Best Foreign Film as well.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah,
So yeah, 4 out of 5 sounds fair.
yeah, I had the same thing. Yeah, it's good choices, good movies this year. Yeah,
What did you rate it, Bryn?
yeah, I'm giving 4 stars as well.
Okay,
I wanna-
quickly before we finish, or finish this topic, there's also was a bit of controversy that no female directors were really
Oh
They're
yeah,
not-
that.
many. But do you think that they should have a best male director, best female director, like they do with actors?
I think they should just female should be better at directing.
Well, yeah,
I'm
clearly.
just kidding. Yeah, there should be because it's kind of the same. I mean, it's not the same, but like, if they're gonna have a best actress, best actor, then they may as well have best female director, best male director. Like,
Yeah,
Like, why have
Some
one and not
people
the other?
might think it's pandering, but I don't think so. I think
No, it's fair. It sounds straightforward. I mean, may
yeah,
as well.
Apparently, Little Woman was better directed than Lady Bird, so maybe that should have been nominated for best directing this year. I don't know many other films that were directed by women, although so maybe that's my fault.
Rick and
I
Morty
think
season
it's-
3.
yeah.
Although you could have
Okay,
the problem with animated film where it's just
It's
Well,
less
it's just like-
respected.
there's less competition. Yeah,
I don't know.
and it almost seems humorous because like a studio can go, oh, best female director. We can make we'll let any female director direct anything. It could be crap, but it still gets nominated for an Oscar, and then we still get publicity, and we can still put on the DVD. Crappy project got Oscar nominated.
I see what you mean, yeah. But as long as it follows the same guidelines and same, like, you know, at least make a decent movie, then yeah, it's best female. Yes, I forgot how to speak.
So yeah, should we move to our? Ooh, I know we don't have recommendations for the next week. We just have to wait.
I
for the news.
recommend we talk about China.
Yeah.
No, we
it
don't
has
know
to
what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
We'll see what
I'm in
occurs.
control of that next week. Although I think
Yep.
basically we do have assigned people to host the news segment, but I think it's mostly
Yeah.
just what the group wants.
It's kind of
Yeah.
just everyone speaks. Most of us, I mean, all three of us don't really focus
No,
on
anything.
news too much.
Just
So
whatever we feel we
we
should
kinda-
talk about.
Go about with anything. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Cameron, it's your segment for movies.
Before we start that, Bryn, I have a
Oh, sorry.
question for you. What's
Yes?
your least favorite movie of all time?
Ooh,
Ooh, let me check my letterbox. The app.
your letterbox.
Okay.
Let me see if there's any
walk
posts.
outside, check me letterbox.
I come back and then answer your question. Sort by.
Wait, Cameron, look at the link you sent. It's just look at the end. CFQ bad.
Bad news. Bad link.
Bad.
It's a real close one between. Ooh, it's a sort of a three-way tie between Aladdin, Justice League, and Ghostbusters. The new one.
Okay.
Although actually, because they're the most insulting movies to me, really.
Is it because you expected something good? Because you like the original, or like I know there wasn't an original Justice League, but you like the characters, obviously.
I was one of those diehard BBC Batman vs Superman fans initially.
BBC.
Yeah.
He means BVS.
Batman versus Brike
Catwoman.
Catwoman. Ooh.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Actually, all three of them, I came out of them like, that's okay. But then, I sort of retrospectively, I sort of went into, I sort of saw details about it and sort of like realized how insulting each of those movies were.
Yeah.
But if I had
For
to
a
pick,
period.
like a worst one, I'd probably pick, Aladdin, probably.
I
That-
very strongly
Ah.
disagree. I
Oh,
very
yeah.
strongly disagree. Because Ghostbusters is
But I
just
feel
there's
it.
no plot, and
Ghostbusters are
Justice
piss in the
League is
face.
insulting, whereas Aladdin is a bearable film.
Okay, that's
I
enough
could-
of this.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah,
bad films,
it's
Eminem
fair,
has
really.
broken up. We all disagree so much on this.
Bryn, you're a fucking retard. I'm just kidding.
What's this?
My least, my least favorite film's Identity Thief because, Melissa
Oh, yeah,
McCarthy bad.
Sort of supports it. Yeah.
It just bored me so much.
Joe, what's your least favorite film? Is it Oh So Quiet?
Yeah, I don't have a clue. I've never really watched a movie that I've
A
hated.
film. I've never seen a film.
I've never seen a film. I'd
I
have
picked it
to.
as his first film.
I don't know.
So,
Oh
yeah.
fuck! Now that I say that, I just completely forgotten every movie I've ever watched. The Emoji Movie. There you go. That's a simple one.
Fair enough.
Do you only watch animated films?
No.
No,
Dude,
you watched
fuck
Uncut
off.
Gems.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah,
animated
that's an insult.
version.
Oh no, I didn't take it. I'm just kidding.
Hotel
I don't
Pennsylvania, Uncut Gems.
Oh god. Okay, speaking
Over.
of
I
Uncut
am
Gems.
in the diamond trade.
Hello, Arnold. I have your money.
Lord, trust me, this bet shall work.
Okay, so
I'm
Cameron,
not even going to attempt to do it.
Uncut
Anyway.
Gems.
Uncut Gems is a 2019 film starring Adam Sandler and directed by some brothers. I forget their name. Duffy brothers. They wanted to make this film since 2009, but
10 years.
they wanted, they kept changing basketball players because they were either too tricky to work with or wouldn't,
Yeah.
were busy.
They went through 4 basketball players, basically.
They
I
rewrote
keep
the
getting
script
Kevin Garnett and
160
Kevin
times.
James mixed up.
James. Kevin Garnett did surprisingly well.
Yeah.
I
He was-
liked it. I liked
He was
this.
good. If he got a
Yeah.
supporting actor, I
Lakeith
wouldn't be against that.
Stanfield as well.
Yeah,
Lakeith Stanford.
Field.
Stanfield. I do love him. He's in like most
He's
things I love.
such Like
Mm.
he can play anything.
Yeah,
He's so good.
he's
Treat.
great.
but that's
but-
not why people watch the film. Who is the main star? It's Sandman, Adam
The
Sandler
Sandman.
himself. Yes, and he was good. Whatever I think about the film, he was definitely good. He made the film what it is. It couldn't be done without him. They wanted him, and he signed on basically as soon as he got the script. It was written for him, and he did it perfectly, I'd say.
Hmm.
But what were you
Yeah,
guys'
because they
thoughts
kept
on the
going.
film?
We're not going to do this film unless we have.
Yeah,
You let
there
him
was
down
periods
just
where
like-
they had Jonah Hill, and they did also offer it to Harvey Keitel and Sacha Baron Cohen, but it wouldn't have worked with them. It wouldn't have. They're good actors, but it wouldn't have worked.
No.
Hmm.
But what
I
did
feel
you
like-
guys think?
Should
Should we do non-spoiler first, and then we can go into spoilers?
Sure. Yeah,
yeah, go
I mean,
ahead.
yeah, sure.
Bryn, you go first.
Bryn, you lead that.
I absolutely love this film. I really did.
The end.
Yeah, made it in your top 30,
It's-
didn't it?
It's my 21st favorite film of all time.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Just worse than Shining, just a bit better than Borat.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Although I think it's a really good movie, and it's definitely the best movie that Adam Sandler's in, apart from Grown Ups 2.
Of course.
Of course.
I mean, that's a given. But
That's actually the 19 on my list.
oh yes, that's number 3 on mine. You simp. But I have trouble understanding why this movie was rated 100, or like, because that was how I first noticed this movie.
Yeah.
It's like shit, an Adam Sandler movie that's rated 100% on IMDb or whatever the fuck. I was like, okay, I got to check this out because apparently it's going to be really good. And I feel maybe that made it so that I was like expecting
Went
too
in with
much.
too high expectations. I think I
Yeah.
did as well, because I didn't know what to expect. I just expected
'Cause
something
I hadn't
that I
read up on the
didn't
movie yet at all.
receive. Yeah.
I just knew it was about some guy working at a jeweler's or some shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, I enjoyed the movie. I have trouble understanding why it was rated that high.
Yeah, I remembered you started watching it. You said you were about to watch it on the
Yeah.
group chat, and then you you messaged movie bad.
Yeah, because it's
And-
the first 20 minutes of the movie, I think.
I can understand that.
Like, they drag on for too long.
It had really good elements. And yeah, his performance is good. It's really well written, I'd say. There are some scenes that the cinematography and just the scenarios impressed, and I don't know why, but they were impressive. And it does achieve. It did stress me out, and it was meant to.
Yeah,
it
that
was meant
was-
to stress
I
me
loved
out.
the constant panic attack element of it. where
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, and it was so needless half the
Mm.
time. Half the time, there was no
Yeah,
need to be so
You're constantly
stressed.
just shouting at him
but
to make
that's just
decisions.
yeah. But It was a good film, but it's not one I'd ever really intend to rewatch.
Same, actually. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've
so
gotten everything I could out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it over because I started watching it with Amber. We both like unanimously agreed that it was really shit the first 20 minutes. So I went and watched it on my own, and I went back to it and I was like, this is really good. Like the ending, oh shit. And she's like, really? I don't fucking believe you.
Do you want to go to spoiler chat?
Yeah, we should probably start.
Okay, Ozzy, spoiler chat now.
Alarm
beep,
sound.
beep, beep. Spoilers. This is
Megalovania.
my spoilers.
This
Rip
is
off
the cum
IAG
zone.
because we rip him off anyway.
So, at the end of the movie,
I both liked it and hated it.
I really liked it. Just I like the way that I that's one of my favorite parts of the movie is Adam Sandler, Howard as if you must.
Yeah.
He plummets so fucking hard, and he's like shit. He comes so close to getting his brother the money. Is it his brother or is it his cousin? Yeah, like he gets it, and that's the thing.
But he's already
he constantly
got so much
gets
bad
it
will.
back. He constantly gets enough money and then goes back to losing it all. And then the moment
for no reason.
Yeah, but then that's
so
what makes it better when he like finally bets it all away and he gets so much back, and then he just gets shot in the face.
I think all the best films of 2019 end with someone getting shot in the face.
Yeah, I noticed
What's
that.
the others? Oh, yeah,
Joker. Parasite.
Spoiler alert for that.
So, Joe, whatever you recommend next week, it has to end with someone getting shot in the face.
Oh,
That's
can
our
I
theme.
just say about the end scene?
Okay.
Yes.
I was listening to Sedona Cut Gems thing, and they brought up a good point about the ending. How it's like the end. It's such a perfect ending because all the tension of this could literally go him winning the money and losing all the money.
You expect it to go terribly wrong.
Yeah.
I felt.
But you're on the edge of your seat. But how sort of like it's almost a good ending for Adam Sandler's character because
it makes sense.
Because if he hadn't been shot, he would have won. But he would have carried. He might have his character because he's got such a gambling addiction. He would have carried on making dumber and dumber mistakes.
He'd have given the money, obviously, but he'd probably get into worse trouble.
Exactly. So it's kind of bittersweet.
It's like there's no way it could have gotten any better for him.
Can I talk about how much I love the opening? Well,
I'm intrigued because I didn't care for the opening really.
I've got my own interpretation of because I think an opening the tone to a movie and sort of because the whole title of the movie is Uncut Gems, which is kind of like a diamonds in the rough.
That's his character as well.
Yeah,
it's
my mum, because I put on like with my family while we were trying to eat, and my mum instantly made us turn it off because she saw like a guy's like leg, the bone coming out of the mining. Yeah. So it's already a distinct sort of like three different things pop up in the opening sequence that seem completely unrelated and are kind of horrible. It starts off with Ethiopian diamond mining, which transitions into a colonoscopy, and then transitions to sort of like Adam Sandler just living his life as in the diamond district.
The diamond district, subtle.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's very distinctive. It really gets you. Because I think what the directors like to do is sort of like they're trying to show bad stuff and then also try and make you sort of see make it almost good. Almost, it's sort of like it seemed like his Adam Sandler's character is rough, but it sort of shows you his value.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this: I didn't anticipate going into the film that we would, be in his colon.
Yeah. Same.
No. Yeah.
Adam's colon, lovely.
But yeah, it's I think the mining sort of shows like how hard you have to try and find the value of these people, of the characters.
Well, how he's profiting off
That's
this
sort of how
unethical and unsafe.
Oh yeah,
practice.
that was one of my favorite parts when Kevin
that element too.
KG. It's like KG's already bought the diamond or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, how much did you pay the Ethiopians for this? He's like, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. And he's like, I only paid him 100,000 for something I wanted to sell for more than 10 times that. That just shows the character. It's like, you're a terrible human being.
Was it truly even worth that?
No, it was not worth that. That's what makes it better, is that he expected to play them, but he got played himself.
Can I just finish my thing?
Yeah.
So the colonoscopy represents sort of like, it's so personal. It's like you're literally like sort of seeing the very inside of this character, sort of in the movie, sort of all of his vulnerabilities, and sort of see how sort of like his brain works. And then also like the Diamond District stuff sort of shows like his lifestyle, and sort of see how sort of like chaotic it is. Because I think they described that scene where like everyone's talking, like it's like all the basketball people, and he's trying to sort of like bob and weave. It's like in an American football game, and everyone's talking, and it's like so stressful. And he's trying to make sure everything's together, and I think it sums up the movie quite well. And I also, what scene I also really liked. Actually, I finished that bit. I'll talk about the next bit later. What were you saying about?
I had two scenes that I really loved. One, the bit where he's come to return the gem, but he's locked in the bulletproof, and that was all done in one shot, and they really showed that set very well.
That was amazing.
You get a good grasp of, the location, and it was a very well done scene, and you do feel the tension, even though there's no need. There's literally, once again, no need for such stress, but it was very well done.
That's so good. I've only just remembered that now that you said it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Was that with the black guys?
Yeah, when KG comes back to return the gem and he gets locked inside.
That felt like Parasite to me, personally. That's all like
the director.
It was so that I'd forgotten about that scene until you mentioned it, but now that you say
the directors also do a very good job. I mean, it's their style to shoot things very close up, and you definitely, because they do that in that scene, you get the sense of the how confined the whole area is, which is good.
And it leads up to
that
the
just
final
adds to the
act
stress.
As well.
Yeah.
It's just good.
Yeah. And another one that I really liked for no real reason. When he's at the Weekend concert.
Oh yeah.
And it's just everything's neon apart from that guy's hoodie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there was meaning behind it. I just really loved that. That was kind of cool.
The colours are just very.
Yeah. Well, it's the colours. It's teal and orange, which are always used when you're color correcting. So it's probably got something to do with that, but I don't care about the meaning. It just looked nice, and that's good enough for me. But yeah, that also got. It was just that was a good sequence as well when he thinks she's cheating on her and him, and there were some really good bits. But I also, once again, I don't know what I actually took away from the film.
Call me an idiot, but for a lot of that movie, for a lot of that movie, I didn't realize that what's her name, Adam Sandler's girlfriend was the same woman throughout the movie.
It's a bit retarded.
That is pretty dumb of me.
I didn't pick up that he was married to Idina Menzel, or Adele Dazeem, as John Travolta calls her. I didn't realise that until halfway through. That was a bit stupid of me. But
the guy whose name he couldn't pronounce.
There's so much going on in the film that it just took me for a while to understand where I was actually at. But it wasn't bad.
Yeah. The scene I really like is throughout this, because it's like so stressful, and like there's so many scenes where I'm just like, at this point I would just give up. I would just break down. And at one point, Adam Sandler does do that.
That's one of my favorite parts as well.
He's just been punched in the face, and his girlfriend, who he's constantly getting in fights with, is trying to console him, and having like a really tender moment where it's just like, and he's just sort of weeping, and he's just in his office.
That was nice. Well,
and
not nice, but that was good.
Because it kind of felt like relief, because it's just like, oh, he's actually feeling the stress. He's not.
He's just
like I am.
absolutely gets destroyed.
Yeah.
And especially coming from Adam Sandler as well. I mean, this is the guy who did Jack and Jill. Fuck.
This film sort of annoys me in that sense because he is a really smart person and he's a really good actor, but
he just
doesn't
always
really care most of the time.
He knows he's trolling. That's the thing.
His speech, like his speech at the Independent Spirit Award, that was really funny and also really annoying because he's accepting, he's playing into the character that the media portrays as like, oh, he's a bad actor and he's always only doing films for the paycheck and to hang out with his friends and cool locations, but he's not doing that. And
he's obviously putting effort in, like as shown through this movie.
Yeah.
It's weird because apparently like his last proper good movie was Punch Drunk Love, which I haven't seen. But that was like 2002. That's when the year I was born. So basically,
I wouldn't say he was bad in any film. Well, no, he was bad in a few films after, but that was his proper last good one. He's had good elements in different films, but that he could be a serious actor. Chooses not to.
Yeah, I think people brought this point up as well. Is the reason why people don't haven't found his comedies funny is because he just gives off creepy vibes, which kind of
Adam Sandler,
which they embrace.
So,
they embrace in these sorts of films.
In Uncut Gems, he's playing a creepy character, so it very much works. But he's also kind of likable. He's watchable. He's
a likable arsehole in this movie. That's
he's an uncut gem, isn't he? That's
exactly. But like in his comedy movies, it's like he's got like a hot wife and he's got like a loving family and he's in a mansion, and it's like and he's complaining about things. It's just like you shouldn't have been complaining, Adam Sandler. You're Adam Sandler. You shouldn't have these things at all. Yeah,
it's pretty much the same setup in this movie as well. He lives in a mansion.
Yeah,
but he's an actual character in this, whereas he's like, oh, I'm a grown-up child.
It just feels like it's in those movies. I can basically go on holiday. I can basically live out a fantasy with hot supermodels, and then I can make $1 billion from a movie where I barely have to act in it. But in this, it's like, he's kind of living a fantasy, but it's like it doesn't feel like a fantasy movie because he still has a massive rough time during the movie, and it feels like a movie.
Another thing I didn't even notice until Cameron mentioned it is like just the stress that this whole movie gives. Like I was playing a game I was playing a game while listening or watching the movie, and like it still got me on edge even when I wasn't like focusing on it.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking capture that. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
So all in all, from what it was trying to do, I feel like it did it amazingly well, especially with, Adam Sandler, not very reputation good.
Yeah.
Somehow he manages to just... It's... Because I just imagine, like, this is a character that you'd see played by... It reminded me of I don't know if you'd agree with this, but when Leonardo DiCaprio on Wolf of Wall Street, it gave that kind of like
I would say it reminded me of Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, with the fake teeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, not just the fake teeth, but just the character.
Yeah.
But I feel like the acting like style.
Yes.
It's such a very like serious. Like, he gave himself like the same with Wacky Phoenix and last week. Like he gave himself to this. Like
But this has a good director as well.
This character.
Yeah, good directors.
It's like Joker with good directing. If you know what it felt like to me, it felt like a Scorsese sort of like old school like sort of Jewish mafia guy, like a classic mafia movie, put into sort of like modern sort of gang stuff, sort of like that's kind of what I felt from it. It's because whenever he's like with like the rappers or like the basketball people, he seemed really sort of like out of place, but he still sort of seemed like he was like sort of weaseling himself into it.
Yeah, Because like when Kevin Garnett first goes into his store, he's there to buy a watch, and he just goes, "No, don't look at the watches. I've got some nice necklaces over here."
Yeah, look at this Furby.
Hey, KG, come look at this Garnett that I got. Your surname's Garnett. I've got a Garnett here. I can't sell it to you though. I thought you'd be really excited about it because I was too.
Yeah, that and also annoyed me. It's like, why do you
But
do
that's
this?
the reason. That's why.
That's
It's done that way because it makes you feel that way, and I love that.
Yeah. I loved it and hated it. And that's what it wanted me to do. Because you want that character to succeed, but you also hate that character and
you just
you
want
love
to
him at the
stop
same
being
time.
such a retard all the time.
Yeah. He's just he lives life in the moment. He just does what he wants. He's not really thinking about the future.
That's why he gets shot.
Yeah. But he looks so happy in death.
He did.
That when it zooms in, he's such a smile.
At least he died in a moment that he was winning.
Yeah, he won, and
then died.
He can't go on to cause any more trouble for himself or anyone else.
Like we said earlier, if he hadn't died, he would just plummet again.
And the guys that shot him and his brother, is it brother?
Yeah.
They're going to get arrested, obviously. There's no way they can get away with that. At least everyone knows it's them. They can't live a normal life, so they get their comeuppance, even if it's at the expense of him.
Yeah.
I think even though it ended on a somber-ish note, it's the best thing that could have happened, really. Yeah, as you said earlier, Bryn.
Yeah.
I also really like this whole... I like the whole, this... It's kind of loan sharky. You don't know what he's got the money for. It's just... And it's like, first Arno isn't showed. It's just his two thugs. And then it's like 30, 40 minutes in, you finally see Arno and you're like, oh, this guy, he's a bit of a dick, but he isn't like as aggressive as the other two. Yeah. And then you get to the family reunion and they're both sitting at the table. Like, oh shit, that's why. Like,
another thing is that he could have asked his dad for the money, but he just chooses not to.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of unconnected bits that ultimately do pay off.
Yeah, I like how it wasn't too like foreshadowed. It wasn't like if you go back, you wouldn't be able to tell like from the first 20 minutes. If you went to rewatch it, there's no like defining moments. I feel where it's like, Arno is my brother. It's just like it's good. I feel I feel like it's not something that's done very often, and I feel like it just works here for some reason.
There's apparently 160 drops.
Yeah, 160.
Can we do ratings?
Yeah.
I would. Okay, yeah. Bryn, you go first, buddy. Bryn first. Bryn first.
I'm giving it 5 stars. I think it's a perfect stress film. It's just, I loved it. It was a good performance, good directing. It was, it's one of my 21st favourite film, yeah.
Good performances all round, actually. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfectly cast. It wasn't like overtly like star-studded, but it's like, yeah.
And they put in a lot of effort into the casting of the basketball player. They kept changing it to suit the person.
It was originally
the original was like
some black Jewish guy.
Yeah.
Then it was Kobe for a while,
which was I don't remember the reasoning. And then there was another guy that was African, so it was sort of reclaiming.
Yeah. I think the African guy he was busy. Yeah, he was actually doing the game. So at that point,
Kobe wanted to direct, and they just hated that. So they're like,
because it's like they put all this effort into rewriting the script just for Kobe.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, it was like, no, screw you."
And then it works. Yeah. It works with KG.
And he did very well. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And apparently they called him up and they straight up said, "I hate you," because like they just hated his game, and they're just like, and he was like, "You guys still upset about the 2012 game?" Because he's just such a performer on the court.
Yeah.
He sort of tries to get people rolled up.
And you can see that in his sort of performance, how he's like, no, I'm keeping the gem, but, I'll give it back. That was sort of in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
Joe, what would you rate it?
I would rate it a fight between Adam Sandler and The Weeknd out of 5.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. I say
Oh.
4.5.
Fair enough.
I like the whole stress. I like the whole it wants you to hate Adam Sandler's character. All the characters are very good. Like the situations they get into, it ultimately leading to his downfall. I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like I don't know why it's been rated so good. I like it,
Yeah.
but I don't know why it's like considered a.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people like it so much, but also why the Academy just completely ignored it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that too.
I want to see
That's
Good
another thing
Time.
that confuses me.
Yeah. I want to watch.
Because apparently that was
Good Time at
snubbed as
some point.
well.
Another film by them, by the way, Joe. Robert Pattinson's in it, so
Wait, which
Yeah.
one's this?
new Batman. What?
Good Time.
Good
Good Time.
Time. Is that on
Yeah.
Netflix as well?
It should be, yes.
I hope
Decent.
so.
Yeah.
I'll find it. Anyway, I'll rate it a 4. I'm the
Oh,
lowest.
also,
but
Lighthouse apparently
I
got
still
snubbed.
liked it.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it,
that
but
did
like,
get snubbed.
I want to
but
see
yeah.
that too. But yeah, you'd rate it a 4?
I'd give it a 4.
Okay.
It was good, but I wouldn't rewatch it. It's one of those films I can watch once, and that's all I need. It's not one I can constantly go
Yeah.
back to.
Joe?
I already did. You
Oh,
melon.
yeah.
No, Joe,
No,
what
yeah.
are you recommending?
That's what I
for
meant.
us?
Oh, okay. So since you said I was originally going to go with the new Ghostbusters movie because I hate Bryn.
I have on DVD though, because
You
He
said
bought
you
it.
wanted
Yeah.
you wanted your underlying theme to be someone gets shot in the face at the end of the movie.
No, it doesn't have to be. It is a
Yeah, I'm going with it now. And I can't remember whether someone like directly gets shot in the face in the end of the movie, but people get
That's
shot a lot in this movie.
Is it
And the
Shrek?
movie is yes, it's Shrek. It's
Shrek,
Django
great.
Unchained.
Django Unchained.
That's a good one.
Yes.
You're welcome,
Yes.
Simps.
Thank you. I've been wanting to watch that. I just haven't had the time, but now I'll make time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be careful not to say the N word, please. And I must do the same.
Yeah, Bryn. That's
Bryn.
Yeah, Cameron.
Hey, I've never said it.
Literally never. Same. I've never
It's a
said
bit
the
of a
N word.
flex. Bit of a- I
You've
don't wanna
thought
flex
the word, probably.
I've
Okay.
heard it
Yeah,
in English.
take that,
but
Todd.
Obama loving libtard.
Noonie,
Should we
the
do?
N-word.
Yes, so guys, check out Django and Fratellis Costello music.
P-
Costello
who?
music.
Costello
Fratellis.
music.
Costello music by the Fratelli. Yeah.
Yes,
Good
that's it.
Um,
Yeah.
the
So
question- are we doing questions?
this week
Bryn
I
forgot to ask, but
but
there are some
We have
questions.
some
have
leftovers.
residual.
First,
Um,
I got asked this earlier, so we may as well start with it. Who is Craig, guys? Who is he?
Craig is our recording bot, and he like speaks when he first joins. He's like recording now.
But you don't
Yeah,
hear
he's-
it.
He's
You don't-
very
yeah.
wholesome.
We just like we invite him into the pod. He doesn't speak. He just records, and then we
He
kick him out.
listens. He's a listener.
And
Yeah.
I'm just worried that within the next 5 to 20 years, he's going to take over the world with recording software and enslave us all and make us force us to be in podcasts.
I'm not
like
worried.
MNM.
I'm excited about that. You know, it would be nice to see Craig. You know, do something
Dominate.
for himself. Yeah.
Go on, Craig. And it's
He's
just
a-
a picture of like a bear with a microphone in
Yeah,
front
he's
of
a
him.
bear with a microphone. He's really
Like,
cute.
If we can
Um,
get one of the like a picture of him to Ozzy, and Ozzy, you just put it
Yeah.
on the screen. It's a really
Just
like
look up Craig Discord, and then it should come up, Ozzy.
it's like a subtly terrifying picture because he's just soulless. Look at him. Look at his
He
eyes.
stares right at you.
You stare
He's
into
just
the void, and this is what stares back
piercing.
at you. There is nothing behind those eyes but pain
It's like
and
Mel
suffering.
Gibson in Daddy's Home 2.
So yeah, Craig is everything and nothing at the same time. Also, he's only recording, so don't worry. Nobody's dying. Nobody's held
No.
captive. Bryn's basement
Craig
is
is-
empty. Everything's
Yeah,
fine.
for now, until the
Okay.
podcast ends, and then we're back there, Joe.
Yeah, then we're
Sorry.
back in the pit.
Okay, 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. This one is from Steven.
Oh, God.
Are
Again.
British or American comedians better?
British.
British, yeah. Very
Uh,
different types of comedy.
I'm very controversial. I prefer American personally.
Of all the American comedians I know, they don't have. I mean, of course, they have personality. I can't really sense it though. Whereas Britain, we have a beautiful invention called panel shows, in which comedians go on and that's where they improvise, and that's where you get a sense of who they are. We've got people. Well, we've got shows like What Would I Lie to You? And
8 out of 10
name
cats.
others. 8 out of 10 cats.
Is that even
That is,
Mock
yeah.
Week. And
Lost Leg.
we got some good ones like Bob Mortimer. We got Rob Brydon. We
James
got
Corden.
Dick Reeves.
Stuart
James
Lee.
Corden. Americans out there. James
Stuart
Corden
Lee.
came from us.
Yeah.
Stuart Lee. David Mitchell.
Yeah.
Robert Webb. Who else? We got some good ones. And
Dara O'Brien or whatever his name
Dara.
is.
There are some good, yeah. There's some more good comedies.
But what I've noticed is that, British comedians are like, the British comedy is like the comedian is the one being made fun of, but American comedy
most
is like
of the time.
the comedian is the one doing the making fun.
Yeah,
Is that,
and
please make that into a quote. That's our merch. Doing the making fun.
doing the making fun. Coming soon.
This video is sponsored by Doing the Making Fun. Would you like to make some fun while doing it, or do it while making the fun? And
What
do it
happened to
while
Arsfarm?
making the fun. Oh, that's last
They
week's
don't
news.
sponsor this week.
Have they
Which is
dropped
good
us?
because it's a crap game.
Yeah,
Game. Don't buy
Arse Farm is a very arsey
Don't
game.
buy it.
Don't buy Arse Farm.
Yeah.
it.
If you want us to
Well, I would
promote it, Arsfarm, pay us more.
There is no
Um,
subjective better comedy style.
Yeah.
For me, I prefer British. However, that
Both
doesn't mean there
work,
aren't
both
good
don't.
American ones. I really like
I-
Dave Chappelle.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Donald
Just
Glover.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, there is some really good British stuff, and as
Adam Sandler is pretty funny.
but as a guy who sort of when I was 14 and 15, I did go through like a stage where I just like watched American Netflix specials like, over and over again. I just sort of learnt to love that kind of style.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But yeah,
Bryn,
really.
Oh god.
I've forgotten the best TV show we have in this country. Taskmaster.
Oh, I do
Another
love
good-
Taskmaster.
Another good one.
I've never watched
Taskmaster, you
that.
wouldn't get that in America. You should. It's good.
Oh, it's
But-
good. Yeah.
See, they don't really do that as much in America. You don't really see the comedians interact,
Yeah.
which is they've got some good ones. I'm not saying there aren't. It's just my style and what I've experienced.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
All our worst/best comedians just go to America anyway. So
James
Yeah.
Corden, you melon.
Ricky Gervais.
James Yeah.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy in? He's not really a comedian, but he's a comedy actor. Matt Berry.
Hey, I like Matt.
No, I like him.
Yeah.
It's his accent. Even when he doesn't say anything that's actually that
Matt
funny,
Berry.
he just says it funnily. And I'm
Yeah.
excited for what we do in the Shadow series too. He's in Community, which is strange.
It is strange.
But yeah.
Yeah.
There's-
Strange.
yeah. Lenny
Okay.
Henry.
Third
last
question.
I'm not going to tell you who this is from.
Can I guess?
Yes, it's not going to be hard. Would you rather have nobody feel anything towards you, or would you rather be hated by everyone?
Stephen.
No, it isn't. But
It's you, Cameron, isn't it?
it's not me. I'm not that. What's the word?
Diabolical.
No.
I didn't even listen to the question. I just went straight to guessing. Wait, what was the question?
That's
Okay,
so.
listen to the
joke.
question and guess who you think it is, and don't
Okay.
say their full name because it's stupid.
Is it Adam Sandler?
Oh, damn
So-
it! He's onto us.
Fucking question, Bryn.
Sorry. Would you rather have nobody feel anything towards you, or would you rather be hated by everyone?
Kerry?
Joe, have you ever met any of our friends?
No. Do you think I listen to any? I just sit in the corner and listen to music or try and kill you all with crutches.
Do you think
Yeah.
Kerry follows my Instagram?
Yes. No.
No.
Okay, who is
But-
it? Who asks?
It's
Doesn't
Callum.
matter. It's Callum. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Answer the
The
question.
one you didn't. By anyone. Sorry.
I would prefer to not. People just don't really have any strong opinion on me. I don't want to be
I've already
hated by
forgotten
everyone.
the question again.
Oh, fucking hell! Do you want me to just message you it, Joe, and you can
Just
just
put
look
it-
at it as
Put
you
it in the
respond to
put it in
discussion?
the put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
No, I don't have it on the iPad. I'll have to do it Uvite.
That's not okay. Give that a knife and fork, or fork and
Would.
knife.
Would
Would you rather be
You-
hated, Joe, or would you rather have nobody feel anything?
I'd rather be hated. I mean, why would you want no one to feel anything? At
because
least-
hate is.
But then you can go
There is
around the
certain
Adam
people
Sandler
in this
method.
world
Would
that
you rather
do
be a
hate
Jeep
me.
Pie, the guy who did,
Jeep Pie?
you know, the guy who did,
Jeep
like, he was trying to
Oh,
privatize
yeah,
internet,
yeah.
who is hated by everyone, who's like,
Yeah.
goes down the street and just gets spat on. Probably, I don't know.
Bryn, that was you. That was just you.
That was just me.
Bryn is the only person to spit.
So okay, so would you rather be hated by everyone, like say Jeep Pie, or have no one have actual any opinion on you, like Bryn?
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
I'm a very controversial figure.
I would just
Yeah.
have the hated one, because then you just play into it. Just
No,
make terrible decisions,
I
or make
disagree.
really
You're-
good decisions. And he's like, people still hate you anyway.
You could just live a content life where you have meaning, even if you don't sort of.
Your meaning
I
is
take-
to piss people off, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the idea of pissing people off.
I have issue with this question because there's, what
How do you
about
drown
everyone
for a
liking
bit?
you? That's an
Yeah.
option. If you go out your way to be hated, then I don't care for you, and I don't give a shit. So fuck
Yeah.
off. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
obviously do stuff that's bad, and they can take criticism and learn from it. But if you're like, well, I only do it to annoy you, and what do you want from me? Fuck off. Yeah, I don't like you.
Yeah, I think a younger me would have been like, yeah, fuck the haters. I'm just gonna do what I want. But yeah, it's kind of just like
It's not a good way to live.
Yeah, miserable just being hated by everyone.
Yeah.
Fun.
I get
yeah.
I get through life having no one actually notice me. Good, it's a good way to live. You can pickpocket people.
Okay.
Yeah. You are an uncut gem, really, because it's like, well, not in the bad way.
Cameron,
Like,
you
the actual
uncut
movie.
gem.
No, but it's like, yeah, you're sort of like, yeah, it's the value is sort of hidden, sort of not in.
You good,
Choose
Bryn?
your words
don't-
wisely.
Yeah, it's unlike me, where it's sort of like I sort of exude, sort of like.
What you see is what you get.
Small dick energy.
As Jordan Peterson would say. Get well soon, Jordan, if you're listening.
Please get well.
Yeah.
What,
For
happened
Bryn's
to,
sake.
what happened to JP?
He's ill.
He's
But he's
very,
not.
very ill. He had to go to
He's
Russia.
very ill. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
yeah. His daughter had a thing.
But, on the plus side, I might get corona soon, so that'll be
Yeah.
the news next week.
The news next week. We're all dying of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully not before my Peter Pan show.
Preferably.
Preferably. But yeah, that was a deep question to end it off with.
Yep.
Say something funny to end it off, Bryn.
Something funny.
Oh
But
my
don't
God. Die.
What are you expecting?
Something funny.
Well, from me, you've met me. You've been
We
talking
just
to me.
repeated the same joke, Joe, but we found that hilarious.
It's funny when I don't do it.
Yeah. I'm just a child that
Anyway.
gets amused when two people say the same thing at the same time. Don't judge me.
Well done.
Goodbye, Craig.
Goodbye, Craig. So
Goodbye,
yeah,
See you
guys,
next.
listen to the Fratellis Costello music.
If you couldn't decipher that, it'll be in the description. Don't you worry.
Yes.
And then the Django Unchained.
Django Unchained,
Yes.
by Tarantino.
If you hate being triggered, don't watch it.
Next week's going to be an epic video. Don't you worry. Oof.
Careful. We really need to be careful not to say the N word
Epic.
Why would it be?
because it's a bad word.
No, I mean, why would you say it in the talking about it?
Do you realise how many times it's said in Django?
I'm not going to quote the movie verbatim,
Django.
am I? I'm not going to reenact the entire movie.
Yes, and I quote when Samuel L. Jackson says, and then dies.
If we had...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I know how it ends.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been a good show, guys. I've enjoyed it.
Subscribe to
Well,
El
that's good,
Clapo.
because no one listening has. Yes, subscribe to El Clapo. I think he's going to make some videos, but he might not.
I've got Premiere Pro now. I'm learning.
Sorry.
You don't have any content though.
No, yeah, you're right. I tried yesterday, but I couldn't get a fucking
What are
thing.
you actually going to do on that channel, Joe?
I have no clue.
Can you do like Dwayne the Rock Johnson official YouTube channel?
No, with who instead? Different edits of I'm So Quiet. Here we go.
Yeah.
If Peter would send them.
Ooh,
Shades.
shades.
Sorry.
Okay, Bryn.
Drama alert. Drama alert.
Drama alert. MNM drama alert.
MNM versus Ugly Pete production.
We still want you on
Anyway.
the pod, Peter. Yeah, sorry about the rookie mistakes in the first episode. Everyone's just getting used to sort of the format, and it's our first podcast.
We're
Really.
all retards.
I'm mega.
Did you just say the N-word?
I'm not sure if it's PC, so retard. But yeah, we're all getting a grip of it. Just bear with us.
It's all
We hope you're
Bryn's
enjoying
fault.
it. Send in any fan mail or memes or.
Stop asking for fan
art.
mail, Bryn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got
there's
Insta accounts now.
That's
You wanna
pretty
follow-
cringy.
Yeah, for some
yeah,
reason we have an Instagram account.
I don't know what
That's
it's
where the
for.
questioning will be for. That's where we can put the
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
If you have any hate mail, send it directly to Bryn
Yes.
For Instagram.
for Instagram.
Yes,
If you want to report any of his videos,
that's
Subscribe to
yeah.
King Jeff, all that stuff.
King Jeff
It's all in
doesn't
the
exist.
description. Goodbye, guys. It's been
Yeah,
Goodbye.
au
good
revoir,
seeing you.
and we will
Good
see
au
you
revoir.
next week. Unless
Hopefully.
I die. Goodbye.